Stop accepting the crumbs because you, my love, deserve the whole dang cookie. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. If you haven't already, please make sure you make sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button. Give the bell a few kisses so you aren't missing any of this content designed to help you with your mental health or help you help someone else. We had a lot of kind of heavy reactions right in a row, and I said, you know what? I really need something lighter. I need something a bit more upbeat. Reached out to the community. This is what you guys suggested. This seemed to be the most popular suggestion of an upbeat song today by Smashing Pumpkins. I have never listened to Smashing Pumpkins. I've heard of them, but the only visual I get in my head are the bullies in Hocus Pocus throwing the pumpkins out in the middle of the street and watching them explode. So that's what I have in my head right now. Don't know what to expect. But before we dive into the reaction, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. Look, when COVID was in full swing, I was starting to freak out in my head a little bit. And I wasn't in a crisis place, but I was in a place where I needed a little bit of insight, and getting into a mental health professional was nearly impossible. It's difficult on a normal day, but during COVID, it was nearly impossible. And BetterHelp matched me with a licensed therapist that helped me work through some of my struggles and some of my challenges and get insights into what I could be doing to be in optimal mental health. And it was so beautiful and so helpful during that time. It wasn't like I had to have this massive trauma. It wasn't like I had to have 100 sessions. I just needed a few sessions to get just some insight and some balancing through times that were really difficult and really unpredictable. So as a special offer to my viewers today, BetterHelp is offering 10% off your first month of professional therapy with a licensed therapist. To take advantage of that, simply go to betterhelp.com/Amanda Webster. That's betterhelp.com/Amanda Webster. Thank you so much, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. Let's dive into our reaction. I guess that was meant to happen. Oh. Such a whimsical sound, and I love that. So aside from the lyrics, they need to be pretty uplifting, so thanks for that. Right on the mark. I really love that whimsical sound. People in general have really high expectations of themselves. We tend to have super high expectations, and if we don't meet those expectations, then we wallow in this disappointment and feeling like we're not good enough. And those of us who struggle with our mental health have that to the nth degree because we hold ourselves to nearly impossible standards, hence wanting more than life could grant, than life could possibly give us. We have all of these thoughts and dreams and desires, and there's nothing wrong with chasing your dreams, but it gets to a point where we're not appreciating where we are, and I think that's what this song is about, is appreciating where you are. there's something to be said sometimes about just letting loose and having fun. So when you're stuck in a funk, when you're stuck in one of those dark spirals, there's something to be said about just being silly and being goofy and having fun, regardless of where you're at, regardless of what's happening. There have been times where that has literally been my saving grace, is just saying, you know what, screw it. Yep, everything kind of sucks right now. Let's just go do something completely crazy and wild and off the wall. But we keep telling ourselves that happiness is this magic moment that happens in the future. And let me tell you, even if you get XYZ thing that you're chasing, that's not going to make you happy because the goalposts move. So you'll get that, and then it'll be, okay, well, I'll be happy when I get this. And when the goalposts keep moving, you never really are appreciative for where you're at. And I really think that if we just say, you know what, life does have a lot of suffering in it. Terrible things happen. What can I do right now to just embrace the world as it is, to embrace the chaos? Sometimes it's all you can do is embrace the chaos and embrace the crazy and have fun on this wild ride, even if sometimes you have to stop and throw up or you get off and you stumble around a little bit. I feel like in the beginning, it was him seeing this life that he wanted to have, or him seeing these things that he didn't have, and it was literally stopping his music. It was literally stopping his life, stopping him from living in some way, until he finally just says, screw it, and gives into the chaos, and gives into the craziness, and gives into the more unexpected, the more unorthodox life. And at the end, you know what? Gets off, walks back into life with a whole new perspective and a whole new meaning. And like I said, sometimes I think that is just what we need, is to go off cuff a little bit. We have all these expectations for who we should be, where we should be, what we should be doing with our lives. Our life is in this little tiny box, and sometimes you just gotta roll around in the paint and have fun. You just gotta be a little crazy. You just gotta be mental a little bit. But today is absolutely incredible, and I needed this reminder, so thank you. This was perfect. But today is freaking incredible, regardless of your circumstances, regardless of what you've been through, regardless of what you might be facing, whether it's a day to flex your strength and hope muscles and connect with that, or it's a day to connect to all the tiny things. For example, I've said this before, but one of my favorite things is finding little flowers or little plants that are growing through the cracks and sidewalks, because to me that is a symbol of our ability to persevere even when circumstances aren't ideal. So finding little things like that you can connect to. Or maybe it's a day where you're going to slay the dragon and own it. Own that you are strong enough to slay the dang dragon. But regardless, there's beauty in it. So go connect with the beauty of today. Be a good person to yourself, to other people. Maybe find someone that you can help. Whatever the case is, go own today. Go find at least a little bit of beauty in today and share what that is in the comments below, especially if you are struggling. I want to hear your stories here in the comments. And as always, good, bad, and crazy, feel free to share your mental health stories here. That's how we shatter the stigma, is by talking about it, Give this video a big thumbs up, share it in case anyone else is just needing a little bit of that positive energy today. Thanks again, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. I love you guys so, so, so much. Mwah.